What I am, you are. Nobody has a copyright on it. Nobody has more of it than somebody else. We're just using it different ways. We're just using it different ways. But our challenge is to do what? See, we don't want to be like people. How would you like to be like a person who's invited to a dinner and everybody's outside and they say, okay, and they open up the door and there's the dinner. It's all spread on the table. It's a magnificent banquet. And all you do is stand at the door and talk about how wonderful it looks. How wonderful it smells. How isn't it nice somebody made this banquet? Look, everyone say, if I got a banquet in front of me, I'm chowing down. Okay. See, our challenge again over and over. Turn to the person next to you and say, everybody can be a Buddha. You know why you can be a Buddha? You know why everybody can be a Buddha? Because everybody can wake up. That's all it is. See, that's all Siddhartha did. Siddhartha, who studied everything you could study about Hinduism, said this is fine, but what if you got rid of the ceremony, the ritual, and what is it all pointing to? See, that's the finger pointing to the moon. Don't confuse it with the moon. Okay. What if you just did what? What if you just allowed yourself to wake up? To wake up. Now, if you want to use, we did, I still have it here. We did a beautiful experience. Good. I guess I got it here. We did here we go. Now, Alan Watts points out that this is the most important thing you'll ever experience. As we listen to this, we're in the moment. You hear what I'm saying? And it's going out to the universe. Your next thought is the same thing. When Alan Watts, I studied meditation with Alan, and what he told us was, stop trying to do anything with your meditation. Your meditation and the mantra, is this. It's just a way to get you in the now. It's not to get anywhere. It's to wake up to where you are. It's just to stop because doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything. See? But it allows what? It allows this thing between your ears to stop for a minute. And just point out to itself. Now, if you're going to stop, why not appreciate the truth of you? Reverend Lacey, who is will be back with us soon. The hip's doing fine. He's all getting better, and it's great. But it's a beautiful experience when we can daily. If you have no other treatment in the day, get up in the morning and affirm. Say it with me. I appreciate what I know I am. A mighty moving power of God in my world. Now, you ready to give the gift of that awareness to everything you touch? See? What would happen if you do that? I promise you a happier day. What would happen if you do that? I promise you a day that is filled with less than stress. Because you don't need it. Everyone say, I don't have to stress my way into greater good. I relax my way into greater good. See, if you let go and let it happen, you can relax. If you're trying to make it happen, you're going to create stress. We're not here to teach self-motivation. We're here to teach self-realization. We're here to embody self-realization. I am that I am that I am that I am. Everybody can wake up. We were pointing out in our class about Alan Watts, he pointed out that Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, when he came to the awareness that became Buddhism, he became aware of it because he realized very clearly that the Hindus were putting up with suffering, and they didn't have to. They were denying themselves and sleeping on beds of nails and doing all this thing to suffer, just like Christians were, hanging on the cross and doing all this stuff. He pointed out he used to get this thing when he was in Sunday school that had Jesus hanging on the cross, and this is what I did for you, what are you doing for me? So they were running a guilt trip on everybody. Okay, everyone say, I'm not here to suffer. Unless you realize, if you go to the dictionary and look up the definition of suffering, the dictionary is one of the best metaphysical information books if you got a good one. Because you keep looking up definitions, you'll usually find a metaphysical definition. And if you look up suffering long enough, one of the definitions of suffering is to change. What does it say? Suffer the little children and forbid them not. So what Jesus was saying was, somebody change these kids? No. Yeah. One of these kids need to be changed over here. No. Now, everyone say, I unfold from where I am to where I can be. Now, where you can be is what? It's unlimited, is it not? See, we're told with God all things are possible, not some things, all things. Except it won't make 2 + 2 5. See? And you have to understand that in order to grow, your challenges are the instrument through which the growth happens. See, we need the ups, we need the down, we need the yin, we need the yang. So you can't just have up, 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 up. You need some kind of Okay. And it's not this is good and this is bad. It means what? It means that you grow. How many know that your growth experience in your life is because you had some challenges and met them? Okay? And how many know the stress in your life is you have some challenges and you're not choosing to meet them? Okay? Everyone say, there's a power within me that knows what to do, knows how to do it. It's everything I am. I now think as the power. See, not about it. How does love think? How does success think? How does health think? How does answer think? You see, we have a challenge over and over and over again, and that is to know that every day is our opportunity to empty our cup and learn something new. I have been studying this for 47 years. And I'm as excited about the lesson I'm learning today as I was when I first found it. And I'm probably more excited because I understand it now. More than I did then. Okay. But I know that everyone say, the more I know, the more I know, there's more to know. See, if you wake up and realize that you are it, that you have been looking for the ground of being, but you are standing in the ground of being wherever you are. You are the ground of being. So what are you being? You're being here this morning. Why are you here this morning? You've made a choice to be here. Okay. And what if you could wake up tomorrow and realize no matter what is happening, you are choosing to be that in the moment you're in, and if you don't want to be it in the moment you're in, then stop being it. Which means what? I go back to what? I get out of what I'm creating and do what? Get back to what? The truth of me, and if that's not working, then I get back to what? That truth in action, which knows no bounds. It only knows, it only knows the moment. See, because in the universal mind of the infinite, there is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. It's all now. It's all now. Everything it has been and everything it will be is all happening at once in the mind of the infinite. We are that within it which it created so it could understand itself. We are the highest thing we know anything about within it. And through each mind that we have in this thing called life, we have an observation of the whole thing. And so each and every one is observing what itself through the consciousness of whatever the individuality is. And therefore, by way of everything and everyone, it understands itself more. It created us so it could know what it is. Don't you know you're God? Interesting question. See, our challenge is to know and know we know that our aim is to dance the dance. See? What if, for example, what if you decided to dance and the end of the dance was you had to leap into the air and land on a mark somewhere, and your whole purpose was to leap in the air and land on the mark? You would not experience the dance, would you? Okay, so if you land on the mark or not, the idea is to dance the dance, and you are responsible for that. The dancer is dancing the dance. The dancer is not the dance, but the dancer is dancing the dance. And you are dancing the dance of you. And you're landing on whatever mark you choose to land on. And you're singing whatever song you choose to sing. There's an old song that says, life is a song worth singing, sing it. So we look out at life and we say, beautiful to see the sky, white clouds floating by. And even though they're way out there, I feel like I could really fly. Okay. Why? Because I'm everything. You're everything. God created the earth and said, have a ball. What does Edwin Gaines call his earth? The party planet? How many know and love Edwin? Yeah, isn't she great? Aren't you doing some of the Edwin suits? Edwin Gaines. We got to get her here. If you see her, tell her I want her to contact me and we will harness her. She's going to be on the West Coast. Understanding mystical awareness. Everybody say, understanding mystical awareness. Frees me. What if you today could walk out of here and let your gift of I am be the realization that everybody is I? And what if you treated everybody the way you'd like to be treated? And what if you treated yourself the way you'd like everybody to treat you? And what if you loved yourself at the level of love beyond anything you've ever known before? If you do that, you can give more love away. How many this morning are ready to walk out of here with yourself on top of your list? I've got news for you. If you put yourself on top of your list, you're going to raise everybody else up. And if you give more to you, you're not going to drain yourself by giving to everybody else around you. A lot of people give and give and give to everybody but themselves. If it starts with you, you'll be able to give more. Alan Watts said, and I will agree with him, he said, I will never invoke spooky knowledge. You know, Dr. Holmes used to point out, a lot of people who find us would rather be weird than well. They'd rather be entertained than healed. They'd rather know about it than be what they say they know. Our challenge, our opportunity, our unfoldment is one that says that people who spend their whole lives trying to get there will never get there. If you're just trying to get there, you have to keep there away from you so you can keep trying to get there. Everyone say, I am here. It is now. I invoke the beautiful from me. I invoke love from me. Joy from me. Opportunity from me. Support from me. You see, the support of the universe is ready to back up your next idea. Let it be beautiful. Let it be the gift of love and action, the gift of I am. And as you do it and it moves through your consciousness to the world, you cannot do this without improving everything you are in this thing called life, right here, right now. There is no exception to it. Whether you're a Buddhist or a Baptist, it doesn't matter. It's done unto you as you believe. Let your belief system honor itself as you and give the gift of I am. Namaste. Thank you for being here today.